Hello and welcome, my lamb lickers. How you doing today? It's SJB here, and, a lot of people think that Chimps mode is probably the hardest game mode in the game, but a lot of people would argue that no, it's actually truly half cash. Today, we will not be answering that question, but we're going to ask a different one. Can we multiply half cash and Chimps mode together and merge them together into something that is so ridiculous and so astoundingly difficult that it can't be done? Question mark. So the first thing we must ask ourselves is, can a single dart monkey actually survive round 6, so we can hopefully afford our second dart monkey before things get absolutely wild. Don't forget that this is also half cashified, so we are making less money. So even getting our second dart monkey flowing is going to be absolutely ridiculous. And affording a hero is just going to be also absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god, round 6 already being problematic. Dang, dude. Ooh, I was able to afford my second. No, come on. Okay, this is pretty redonkulous already. I mean, even just getting started is so difficult with a barely double dart monkey start. The lack of monkey knowledge here is just straight up killer. So I think I'm gonna have to spam dart monkeys for a little while. I think maybe I can pull off some sort of sub play, or maybe a Buccaneer play to get started over here, but as soon as I start to lose, I just have to build more dart monkeys. So we'll see how far and how much money we can save up before we start losing, but already round 10 is a pretty decently beefy round here. Oh, that's terrible. Let's leave them on first. Dang, it's really hard to figure out positioning for these guys. But actually, we're getting close to sub money already. That's pretty nice. All right, we're already struggling on round 13 here. I found that I really want to go for a triple shot, I think. It's really a monkey that I basically never, ever use, but in this situation, it kind of makes sense. It's a good amount of middle game popping power, right when you have a lot of pinks and yellows and random balloons kind of all over the place coming out. So, hopefully that'll work out. My second dart monkey positioning, though, I'm not super happy with because this is happening. Switched him to strong, and fortunately, triple shot has been afforded, but I still haven't even built my hero yet, guys, and that is quite unfortunate. I decided to go for, surprisingly, a Pat Fusty as my hero. It seems like a weird hero to go for, but let me explain my thought process here. Also I have to worry about, do I have, or will I have the ability to afford anything that has cam detection in time, or do I have to, unfortunately, go for cam detection on my dart monkey here? Oh, dang. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to wait this out and just see if we can survive for a little while. But the reason why I picked Pat Fusty is because I like the idea of slowdown. If I could just keep the balloons on the screen for a little bit longer and use more towers that slow the balloons down, I can use a couple decent monkeys to just keep me in the game. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take it back. Fun fact of the day. Did you know that elephants are the only mammal with 4 knees? You know what else is really fun? Using my creator support code. It's SJB. Appreciate you guys. I want Pat Fusty first. So I know that this is like a weird thought process right now, but it makes sense to me. You have to be very consistent with what you pick and kind of think about things long-term here. We can't make any extra money on Chimps mode, so we're only going to be making about $90,000 or so to beat Chimps mode. That's not a lot of money, man. So we definitely have to make sure that we're using our hero not only decently, but like expertly. And this is going to be really, really important. There's another tower that we could probably go for, which is Churchill, but I felt like the amount of money we would have to pay for him would be so absurd. By the time we actually get him, it probably would not be worthwhile at all. So I'm a little afraid of that. Consistency is also another issue that I'm kind of dealing with right now. Not sure if I'm going to be super duper consistent, but at the very least, I think I can leave my dart monkey on last now and actually be very effective with just shooting down a nice straight line here. And we got the cam detection. Perfect. All right, we got lead popping power as well, so we have no true weaknesses right now. We have minor amounts of cam detection, we have lead popping power, we have purple popping power. There's nothing that can officially just walk through our defense besides camo leads, which aren't going to come out for another 20 rounds. So right now it's all about how do we be most effective with our money spending. And I think there's one tower that I probably can't live without. That, my friends, is going to be our tack shooter. All right, we're going to be going for a tack zone hardcore today. It's got to be one of our main towers. First of all, we picked Pat Fusty, and tack zone just works really, really well with him. Second of all, it's going to be the best MOAB popper we could probably ever have. And if we get a really, really good MOAB popper, then we can focus on some lower-end towers that can still pop the balloons fairly effectively, like middle-range ice towers or maybe like 4th-tier cannons or something. That's kind of my basic idea, my basic plan. Get some good towers to pop the MOABs, and then just let random crap towers basically clean up all the ceramics on the inside. I don't know if that's going to work out super effectively, but I hope it does. At this point in the game, though, normally on half cash mode, I would say let's build a banana farm. You know, let's just go down here and pick a juicy banana farm and put it on the screen. But that would not be allowed, my friends. Now, the way that this is working is in our challenge editor, we're playing on half cash mode, which is giving us this half cash amount. We've turned off monkey knowledge, we've turned off powers and selling, so the only thing that we could possibly cheat on is getting extra income. So we do have to watch what we build as far as income is concerned, but there's no true way to I can't mod the game, even though other people probably can. I will not be modding this into the game. We're just going to go with the flow and work on it the way that we can, which is using the challenge editor in the most effective way possible. But we do have to watch out for using things like heli pilots or snipers or something like that that could possibly accidentally give us money. Even a middle path through it, like 4th tier or something, could probably give us some money. All right, here we go. We're actually surviving. We're getting a decent amount of money over here. And I think it's time. We're going to start saving up for our overdrive and all that junk over here. But I do have to watch out for camo balloons as well, because right now this is our only cam detection. And I don't know how long it's going to last for. You know, I thought these middle-ish rounds would be very, very difficult, but the Taxator's absolutely annihilating. And/or Pat Fusty's absolutely annihilating. I'm going to move Pat Fusty to strong. Ooh, crap. I think this is going to take us down. I don't think I want to build it, so I'm just going to have to restart here. Okay. All right, round 38 is our first kind of issue. I think we switch just got a strong right from the get-go, and I switch him to first for a little bit so we don't accidentally hit the leads. We should be okay, but I don't have any abilities or anything to use right now. Next thing I want to buy is my overdrive so I can pop the Moab pretty easily. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can get lucky here. Definitely a lot of Bloons still trying to walk in here. We're going to switch Pat to first. And it looks like, yes, indeed we do. Oh, some ceramics, though. But they're no big deal for Pat, man. He smacked him right on back. Get out of my house. And overdrive is officially up. Now, keep in mind, again, that this is half cash mode. I know that that's something that's kind of just easy to overlook while you're watching this game unfold, but half of the normal amount of cash that we have to deal with here. And we're still kind of winning on Chimps mode. What? This is really funky. And if this doesn't deserve a like, what does, man? Press the like button for me right now. Pretty please. So we still don't have a lot of cam detection. I want to point that out really quickly. So I will eventually get cam detection on my village here, but for right now, we're going to try to survive with one single triple shot dart monkey with a Pat Fusty buff. Let's see if it's going to be enough. If it's not, I don't know what I want to do yet. It's going to be close. No guarantees yet. It's going to be a little bit of luck involved here. I only got one life. Oh, dang! I'm gonna do something against my best judgment here. I don't love this, but in half cash mode, there might be just those few tiny baby balloons that snake through, and I don't like that. So we're going to go for a spike factory back here. And this will help out against a lot of weird stuff, you know? I mean, this is all I need. This is all I need. Any weird rounds that I'm like barely hanging on, it's probably going to be a few balloons that sneak through. But what I need to start doing now is I need to think about how I'm going to get the max popping power out of my towers. And I still think I have to focus on my Taxator. It's just a really nice spot on this map. I don't think there's any other towers that could possibly even remotely come close to being what we're doing right here. I might even go for a double Taxator play with some sort of Ring of Fire tax zone combo. But that's kind of for later on. For right now, we're going to focus on buffing everybody. So I'm going to buff everybody right about here. Make sure Pat's in range. We're good. And we're going to get the radar scanner so we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. Anything we pop inside this range here will be camotized. Camotized? Camo detectified? Whatever we want to say. I also move this guy to camo detection only if I wanted to, but I'm going to switch him off of that and switch him back to last here. And now things are going pretty good. Let's get jungle drums. Let's get primary training and see if we can kind of, with an alchemist or something, just glide our way into the mid game. I'm definitely afraid of round 63 because I know I won't be able to pull forward like anything really expensive right now, but maybe we can survive with just a lower level cannon. But I'm definitely not worried about like round 57 or 69 or 74. The rounds that I'm worried about are 96, 97, 98, 99, and frickin' 100. Those are the rounds that would suck to lose on because there's really not much you can do. You'll have to restart and redesign your entire strategy to make it work. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but we have to try. All right, Jungle Drums is up. Primary Training is up. And Primary Mentoring. We're just going to frickin' do it, man. I think it's going to be worth it for our Taxator here. You can tell we're doing a decent job. Mobs are going down. Balloons are going down. This is just a good start to our day. And now I think I have to do it. We're going to try to alchemize the Taxator more than Pat Fusty. But the next thing that I want to alchemize is, of course, Pat, right after this. It should work out pretty well. We're going to go for a pretty nice, I think, 4th tier. Just right now. Just going to do it. And just see how far this can take us. But right now, I'm feeling glidey. I feel like I got those weird push-up slidey things that slide over the carpet, but I have them on my feet, and I'm like kind of ice skating through my house right now. Yes, I may have done that before, but I'm not going to tell you guys if I have done it before. So relying on an overpowered Taxator is pretty awesome, actually. I mean, even reinforced Moabs are getting knocked back like it's It's his job. Pat, baby. Pat overdrive combo is good, but here we go. Round 63. How are we going to do? How are we going to do? Yes! Look at that overdrive go! That was without any abilities. So the second rush should go down just as easy as the first. Not quite as easy, but going to go down. And with the third rush, we'll use Pat's ability, and that should go down even easier. We even take down round 63 with the strategy. Okay, so I don't think we're going to run into any issues here through the 60s. Pat's only going to get stronger. He's visual level 10, can hug big balloons now if we want to. But I think I have to just start saving. As unfortunate as saving is at this point, watching balloons slowly give me a few dollars by popping millions of things. It's okay. We're gonna save up. We're not gonna be cheapos and just buy everything we want to just to make it happen. No. We're gonna be cheap skates. All right, just like Chris, skating around his house and push up things. If there's gonna be a round that kills us, it's probably gonna be 75. But just to be straight with you guys, things have still been going so well. I don't think I'm gonna lose to this one. If something does kill us, it'll probably be 76 actually. No guarantees, obviously. It's still pretty tight. I don't want to waste my ability here, though, unless I absolutely have to. With some Pat smacks. Take them mostly down. Still got some trying to sneak through. We got the spike factor to the back, just in case a few balloons sneak through it. We do survive. We're going to use this ability for 76, though. A lot of regen balloons. I got the regrow blocker, though, and we do take them down. All right, we're only $5,000 away from our attack zone here. Now, that's just ridiculous because we played 12 rounds to earn like $10,000. But that is the problem with half cash. It just makes you seem like you're doing nothing the entire game. You have to survive for so long to make anything worthwhile here. All right, I'm going to use this again because this is just a lot of balloons. You can see the ridiculousness of when you do use that ability, though. It is pretty sweet. All right, big chunks of balloons on round 78 as well, though. This actually also could kill us, now that I think about it. We took down 63 with this strategy, and now Pat's a little stronger. And... all right, Pat, come on. We really need you to come here through us. Come on through for us. Come on through for us. Pat ability. Yes! Beginning of 78 taken down. That means I believe we can take down the second half of 78. That's just camo ceramics, but everything's got camo detectors, so not worried about that. Woo! Camo crap. There are regens coming out for 79 here, but I don't think they're going to be a big deal. Again, regrow blocker stops a lot of regens, but this guy's also just good against popping the balloons kind of all at once in one single location. And that means all we need to do is save up about $1,000 here, and we're ready for the tax zone. It'll happen any second now, too. That is going to be an obvious, absolute game changer for us. I'm pumped. Tax zone is up. All right. Now, we are golden for a long time. I don't want to argue with anybody about it. Tax zone will just clean up everything, but he does have one direct and crazy weakness that we have to think about for long term here. DD frickin' T's, bro. DD frickin' T's. All right, DDFTs. DDFTs are coming out on round 90, on round 93, round 95, and round 99, and tax zone doesn't do basically anything against them. You got to get really lucky with the acidic mixture dip to come into existence, but if you notice it, the acidic mixture dip's only there for like a quarter of a second, right? Ready for it? Wait. Acidic mixture dip, still not there? There it is, 1 second. It's like a quarter of a second. That's all the lead popping power you get. Only when this thing specifically, right there, that green dart thing is there. And it's not there for a long time at all. That means, basically, we can ignore this guy for DDT popping power, but we can say he's going to be excellent against the bad, the Oh My Gods, Moab class balloons. So instead of going for balloon popping power right now, which is what I thought I was going to have to do, I have to swap my strategy over to something that's going to pop DDTs. And there's a couple towers that are coming to mind right now. We could easily go for a Spike Storm. That's one that will do a lot of DD popping power for us, but things can get in the way and can cause some problems, and it also requires that ability to be ready to go at that exact moment. Alternatively, if we can afford it, I think the #1 tower we should go for, he's still pretty much S-class in my book, Prince of Darkness. He's going to cost us approximately $32,000, $33,000 to get, but at this point in the game, we are starting to make money. But unfortunately, we might not get him before round 90. We might not even get him before round 93 or even round 95, depending on how much money actually flows into us. So, right now, since things are still going, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to see how much money we can save up and kind of like decide what we want to do when we finally need it. All right, don't get too giddy and just start spending all your money and say, well, I'm just going to spend money because I got money. No, bro. Save that crap until you need it. All right? This is our emergency fund, basically. And it depends. We don't know if our emergency fund's going to be needed on round 90 or what. So, we'll meet you guys back on round 90, though. I think we're pretty good on tax zone destruction right now. He's got... oh, man, he's doing delicious work here. And we haven't even had to use any crazy abilities here, either. In fact, you know what? There's a possible chance... you know, screw it. We're just going to stay here. There's a possible chance that Pat Busty might just use his ability here, smack DDTs out of existence, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna hope for it. One other tower that I was thinking about that could help against DDTs, it's one of those things that could help, but won't destroy all DDTs, is Bottom Path Ninja. Sticky Bomb. Sticky Bomb with faster shooting can just do some damage to DDTs. Might even want to pop down 2 of those guys. But at that point, you're like, oh, I'm spending so much money on Moab popping power, dude. I already have my Moab popping power. It just seems kind of like a waste. All right, round 90. Let's see what happens. I'm going to use the ability just to see what happens. We can hug one of the DDTs if we want to. Pat's really doing all the work here, though. Acidic Mixture Dip might pop out at the right time there. Oh, it did! It did pop out at the right time! That is awesome! Again, it only existed for 1 second. 1/4 of a second, maybe, but it was the 1/4 of a second that we frickin' needed. Oh, man. All right, 20k plus already. So, again, cannot afford pod for round 93. Just a fact of life. I'm trying to think of anything else that I could possibly buy here just to help me out a little bit without wasting my money. And right now, I still just want a 5th here. I do. All right, I'm going to go for it. We're going to go for a pod. Or at least a 4th here for now. I'm going to throw him down here. Here's an unpopped army. We're not going to buy the other upgrades yet. And we're going to put this guy in the back. We're just going to hope that he helps out a little bit. We're going to use Pat's ability here to kind of like get things going. Hope that the Acidic Mixture Dip lands at the right time here. There's a chance. Very, very unfortunate. I don't know if just restarting will, like, get you lucky or something, but let's try again one more time and just see when the Acidic Mixture Dip actually... Oh, there it is. It lasted for 1 second there at the beginning of round 93, which, again, is not really what we want to have happen. There it is. Oh, it did work! Lucky us! Wonderful! Okay. But now for 95... Oh, I don't think I can afford a pod unless we make a ton of money on this round, which is it's a possibility. But now it opens us up for other possible possibilities. Like, yeah, we're not going to afford a pod. I'm missing it by about 3 or 4 grand here. But we are surviving by ourselves with Attack Zone, which is pretty amazing for round 94. That's a tough round. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I mean, I could just go for 1 Spike Storm, see if I can survive with that guy, and if not, swap to a pod strategy. I got a pretty wicked idea here. I don't know if this is going to work, so I'm like a little afraid to do it, but I'm going to try it. We're going to go for a Robo Monkey here. I do have to buy the Plasma Blasts. I just want to see, is this going to be enough to pop all the DDTs? If it is, all I need is another 10 grand to afford a Tech Terror, and that guy will be absolutely insane. But unfortunately, it looks like this is not going to be enough at all. Another tower that I want to try before I go too deep here is an Arcane Spike. If I can get my Arcane Spike to work, that'll be a ton of Moab popping power, specifically if I put him on strong. But it also puts me away from getting something like a pod, and also leaves me with a very little Bloon popping power for later on, which means I'll have to just swap to, instead of going for other 5th tiers, just going for cannons and other random crap that'll just like help me out a little bit. Also, let's just see. No, not worth it to buy that. And I think we're just stuck with what we got right now. The question is this guy even doing a good job against DDTs? He's doing all right, but I don't think he's going to be enough here. Maybe. I do have $15,000 left over, but darn. All right, you guys know that I said that I wasn't really sure that I wanted to do this, and I don't even know if it's going to work. But again, another altered strategy where I still have money left over to work with. All right, and this is something that I don't have to do, all right? But I have infinite possibilities, infinite chances to play this, so I can mess around and try to save as much money as I possibly can just to pop around 95, so I can make other crazy crap happen later on. All right. I did decide to go for the glue in combination here because it just seems like it's so freaking helpful. And what I want to do is I want to wait this out, basically, as long as I possibly can before I use the Spike Storm. Let everybody else do some damage. So many Moabs, though. So many Moabs. I finally just have to use it. All right, Spike Storm is out. It's going to do a lot of popping power. I may have just thought of the craziest strategy imaginable. I don't even know if this is going to be worthwhile. Because I could buy a MIB. All right, and don't get me wrong. A MIB is only like $9,000, $10,000 total. But is there a way that I can save money, still get some popping power without getting a necessary MIB? And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I built a bunch of Acidic Mixture Dip Alchemists, all surrounding my one single attack zone, and he does have Acidic Mixture Dip pretty much the entire time. That might be enough, but I don't need 10 of them, maybe just 2 or 3 of them. Alright, so we saved a lot of money by doing this, but we did not gain any popping power. That is very important. The only popping power that we might have gained is by giving this guy a bunch of acidic mixture dip. That's really it. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Also decided to go for this mode blue, so that's also hopefully going to help us out here. Let's see how well we work this out. I have no idea, but there's a chance that it might be enough. And it's kind of working! Holy crap, don't tell me this is going to work, man. The most crazy use of acidic mixture dip in the entire history of the world. Alright, Path Velocity ability. Holy crap, it's working! It's still a little bit of luck here. But it's allowing us to pop the mobs as well, because the DDTs are kind of tanking a lot of the popping power. And we did it, dude! Oh! That is ridiculous. But I actually love this strategy now. I kind of like this. Why ever buy a MIB when you've got a tax zone, when you could buy 4 acidic mixture dip alchemists? So at this point of the game, I'm still going to wait until I die. I don't know what's going to kill me yet. I have no idea. Could it be Bloons? Could it be DDTs again on around 99? Could it be the bad Bloon around 100? We're going to wait until we get stuck, and then we're going to spend our money properly, because we have to be super smart and super cautious with how we do it all. But 96 could get on pretty easily, it looks like. Pretty reasonably easily. Yeah, no problem, no problem. And if I could afford a pod, that would probably be my #1 thing to go for, but that actually won't help us out for around 100 either. So it might not even be worth it to go for a pod either. It might actually be worth it just to go for some minor low-tier crap stuff over here. One other thing that I could do, even more ridiculous, is go for actually middle path alchemists. They are, believe it or not, since I already have them, and I don't have 3rd tiers, I can easily just buy up to 4th tiers. They're a reasonable amount of money, but they actually do a lot of popping power. Like a lot of popping power. All right, we're going to use a Path Velocity ability early here so I can get it back for around 99. In fact, we're possibly doing too much popping power. No. Kind of, oh my god, overwhelming us. Alright, that's no good. Probably one of the weirdest strategies I've ever seen ever, but it's kind of working. My Ice Tower is freezing the Bloons, which is actually causing problems for the tax zone as far as popping power goes, because the ceramics kind of get in the way. But because of that, it's actually allowing my tax zone to do more damage over time instead of popping it all at the same frickin' time. So unless these ceramics start sneaking through, oh crap, they are sneaking through. Dang. Okay, a really weird combo that probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but it's actually working out really, really well. Decided to go for an artillery battery here. And, believe it or not, also a spiked balls in the back for the random Bloons that are going to sneak through. And believe it or not, it's working! We still have $15,000, $16,000 left, and at this point in the game, we just do it. We buy the Spike Factory up to Spike Storm. It's just the perfect amount of money for us. We can't go backwards in time, though. After we screw this up, after I buy the artillery battery, it's done. He's done. He's official. We can't go back. We can't change our money amount. We can't change anything about this round. We need to be around 99 with what we currently have and $4,000 worth of what we have. But I feel pretty confident. Let's try with no ability first. Well, no Spike Storm ability, because I want that for around 100 if possible. And it's kind of working. Spike Balls might actually be able to clean this up. Maybe. And no way. We're going to take down round 99 with what we currently have, and all we got is one more round to go, baby. So I probably should have waited on this ability. I'm not entirely sure. But the micro might not even be that much necessary, because tax zone. Just freaking tax zone. I mean, this guy's... Look at this popping count. Oh! We need about 15,000 out of this guy. That's what we need. If we get any more, that's fantastic, but... yeah, he's already like 12. We're golden. There's no way we're going to lose here. I don't believe it. We're going to wait on this artillery battery, though. There's one chance of us losing. DDT's randomly sneaking through, but there's only a couple of them. Even the spike balls in the back might actually clean that up. As stupid as that is. I got $5,000 left over here. Oh, baby. All right, we're going to artillery battery blast. We're going to use this ability as well while everything's kind of right around us. And, GG. Half cash chips. It can be done. It is official. I mean, we played on a pretty easy map, and we used some pretty boss towers, but look at this. 1.75 million pops out of our tax zone. He clearly was the master of disaster for Hash Cash Chimps. Oh, if you guys enjoyed, press that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.